So here we are on one of the sides of our set, and one of the things we always like to emphasize is our key verse for the week. So of course this week we're talking about the value of life and how we're fearfully and wonderfully made. So we made this tower with Psalm 139:14 on it to just really emphasize to the kids that key verse that we're using all week long. And of course we incorporated some fun patterns that go along with Australia. We have a big boomerang hanging off the top and some eucalyptus leaves and other kind of like Aboriginal patterns into the artwork that we're using as we do talk about the native Aboriginals to Australia throughout the week as well at Zoomerang. We have an emu here. And of course we're talking about how we value life and how every person that God created has value. So we wanted to add some faces and some people to our set that would just illustrate what we're talking about. So we have people with different skin shades, people who live in different places, people who might have different challenges than others. And so we just have a variety of faces and people that we emphasize on our set, as well as just some key phrases that we use throughout our teaching time to just encourage the kids to understand what it means that they are wonderfully, fearfully made by God. Over here to the side, we decided to make a little bit of a grassy scene with a stream coming through. And there's a part of Australia, a mountainous area with some really cool rock formations. It's called the Bungle Bungles of Australia. And so this top layer here is meant to illustrate that. And so we always like to add some pop to our thing, so we put in some different, I think those are cassowaries or wombats and things like that, kangaroos. And then we bought some fun little wire mesh 3D butterflies that you'll see throughout of our set. And they come in different sizes. You can get them at different decorating sites on the internet. And we bought those and pinned those onto some areas of our set. And we also hung them on fishing line in some areas of our set. We painted some crocodiles and some other animals. And what we do with those, these are freestanding. They're just attached with some blocks of wood on the back to help hold them in place. And then we can kind of move them around and fill in some blank areas. And also we can give depth and dimension to our set. And then we have this huge focal point over here off to the side of our set. It's a tree. I believe it's a baobab tree. And I'm not the best at pronouncing things. But these are these huge trees that you find in both Australia and Africa, and they're just a great way to make a big impact with some simple painting designs where we just painted lighter in the middle and darker stripes on the outside. We built this up on wood. It was a little bit hard to get it this big and in place, but we have some good construction guys that were able to put it all together. And once it was all together, we dangled more of our phrases and faces and butterflies, just using some fishing line there. So here's just a few more ideas that you might want to incorporate into your designs.